So welcome to day three of our mindfulness series. I've just noticed the banner doesn't actually say day three, it says day two. We can't be having that, can we? Let's give that a little change. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, so today we are going to be going even deeper into our journey of meditation. And we're going to be looking at sounds. Okay, so sound can be a great anchor to help us anchor ourselves into the present moment. And for a lot of us, we worry so much, don't we, about the past, or we worry about the future. So I guess for me, with my anxiety, it's been really helpful to use this idea of focusing on sounds whenever I feel overwhelmed, just to help ground me in the present moment and to remind me where I am and to allow me just to be with how I am, take some deeper breaths, notice what I can hear, and just to kind of cope in that moment, really. As I mentioned, mindfulness has helped me tremendously with loss, with the loss of my daughter, with the loss of my twin brother, and also with anxiety. So I'm really hoping that it's helping you. So, okay, we'll get started then. Let's jump right into day three. Grab yourself a blanket wherever you are. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Get yourself nice and relaxed. Oh, gosh, I'm not ruining the place today like I did yesterday. Okay. All right, so settling down then. Really allowing yourself to settle into the posture that you've chosen today, wiggling down, wrapping that blanket around you if you're using one today. Getting yourself nice and comfortable, making sure that your posture is supported with any cushions or blocks. Remember, I always say meditation should be done in a position that feels comfortable for you. There's nothing worse than sitting in a meditation practice and thinking the whole time that your foot has gone numb. I know I've been there before, and it's it's not recommended. So just making sure that you are comfortable and you're warm. That's important. And whatever's happening around you today, whatever conditions you're in, just seeing if you can bring an acceptance to whatever's happening. So for some people, when they sit in a meditation practice or come to do meditation, especially if they live with other people, the house can be incredibly noisy. Conditions sometimes aren't perfect. You see, meditation isn't about sitting in a quiet room. It's not about sitting in a quiet space. It's about bringing your awareness to whatever's happening in that moment. And this is the beauty with meditation, because you can meditate anywhere. You can meditate on the train, in the car, when you stop at traffic lights. Just taking a moment to connect with your breath and your body. Yesterday, I did a walking meditation while I was out walking my son with the pram, timing my steps with my breath, noticing how it felt to breathe. So bringing this idea of a beginner's mind to the practice today, being curious about everything that's happening for you in this moment. So checking in with the body now. How does the body feel today? Gently scanning any areas in your body that you notice Any areas that feel tense or tight, just seeing if you can relax into them, releasing them a little bit. Taking some deeper breaths if that's what's going to be helpful for you to do this. Areas such as the forehead or the jaw or the shoulders. Seeing if you can release and relax them a little bit. And so bringing your awareness to your breath. And we're not changing the breath in any way today. We're just noticing what it's like to breathe. And you may not be used to coming into stillness, this static posture of just being still and noticing. It's extremely difficult for some people. But remember, this is a practice. It's a practice of teaching ourselves how to just stop and I always say it's about switching on, not switching off, because we're learning how to be aware. We're learning how to tune into our life instead of being so trapped in our minds all of the time. We're learning how to notice, how to acknowledge more of life, and how to be more aware so that we can make better choices. So just noticing the breath. Where do you feel your breath today? For some people, that's at the nose. Just noticing the exchange of warm and cool air. Noticing small movements at the nostrils as you breathe. And so, moving now even deeper into this meditation, we're going to be taking our awareness to sounds. You may have already begun to notice sounds that are happening all around you, but when we really, really pay attention, it does two things. It helps us to be completely in the moment because all we're noticing is what we can hear. But it also helps to relax us. Just allowing those sounds to happen all around us. There's a wonderful idea of using the image of a mountain and imagining that ourselves are a mountain, standing grounded, stable, still. And the world just exists all around us, so the sounds are happening. So maybe bring into mind this idea of being that mountain and Just allowing all these sounds to unfold all around you, noticing what you can hear. And what's happened to your breath as you notice these sounds? Are you holding your breath in any way? Just allowing the breath to be normal, to breathe normally. Breathe as you always breathe. Now the mind will drift around. So if this is happening to you, just take your focus back to the sounds that you can hear. And you can play around with this a little bit, so you can take your awareness to sounds in the far distance, or bring your awareness to sounds closer in your environment. What can you hear? And noticing now how the body feels as you are listening to these sounds, what the mind's doing. The mind will often attach stories to sounds. It helps us to recognize just how quickly our mind can run away with itself. And this happens all the time in our everyday life. We run away with these stories that we tell ourselves, stories that for some of us cause anxiety. And when these stories cause anxiety, we sometimes create more stories that cause more anxiety. So just this simple act of being aware of sounds can help us to shine a light on our mind. Noticing how the body feels. Does the body feel relaxed, or maybe it's had the opposite effect? Maybe it's made you feel anxious. I don't know. Bringing that curiosity, that kind acceptance, compassion to our experience is a practice. So know that this is a process. As you move through this series with me, lots of things will be happening. Do let me know. So in your own time then, bringing this practice to a close, you can gently open your eyes and move the body in any way you want to move the body today. Okay, so we've just been here for around 15 minutes or so. So I hope that you enjoyed that practice today. Hope that you enjoy following the series, and as we move even deeper into our series, I guess for a lot of people, a lot of changes start to happen. This idea of awareness starts to develop, and certainly for me, when I started practicing meditation, I just noticed I was a lot more engaged in the world, a lot more present. And I've been practicing for many years now. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, whenever you're catching up with this recording. And until tomorrow, I'll see you then. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye.